Well, we're back in our little vacation rental, and we had the leftover hot dogs for lunch. Anyway, what do we have in the cabinets? We found some shells. Bought mustard and mayo. I have bacon left over from yesterday's breakfast. If you recall, we used that to cook with yesterday, but we didn't have bacon this morning, so I don't have any grease. So we're going to actually make maybe 1 or 2 pieces just to have something to cook on as far as oil goes. I also have my green pepper, if I didn't already mention. What's left of still 2/3 of the onion, red onion. We love red onion. And I have these boneless center cut pork chops with little holes in them from the eggs that were sitting on top. Ha, that's funny. Anyway. We're going to have pork chops with some green pepper and onion, bacon flavoring on top, of course. We're going to chop all that up, kind of like a stir fry, I guess. And then we're going to mix in the shells. Or maybe have the shells on the side. No, we'll mix those in. And then for like a sauce type thing, mayo makes a pretty good sauce, and then if it needs it, we'll put some mustard, and we have other seasonings too. Carrots, I don't know if that would go well with that. I'm thinking not. Maybe I'll just gnaw on one like Bugs Bunny while I cook. What's up, Doc? What am I doing? Oh yeah. So let's get, what did I say, 2 pieces? That way we have enough to eat later. Let's try not to get raw bacon on my egg or my carrot here. Come on. We'll get that going. I don't want to mess up the nonstick, so even though I'm using metal, I'll try not to mess it up, scratch it. There's some scratches already on there, but that's okay. Come on, bacon, start shrinking up. Got some sizzle going. Right on, get some bacon grease to work with. Let's see how many pieces do we have left for tomorrow. 1, 2, 12. That's 3 per person. That's more than enough. Let me grab another one. I want to make sure I have enough grease here. I want to go skimpy on the grease. Now, I've mentioned this a couple times on my channel. I'm a big fan of bacon. And better or worse, it seems like more better. Because, I mean, we were told for years, right? Margarine. More healthy. Margarine. Maybe not for everybody. Trans fats and artificial whatever. How about we just use butter if we want butter? Or, you know, in this case, bacon grease. And do a Google search for yourself. Don't take my word for it, because I have been known to be wrong. But I believe when I did my little research on it, bacon grease has some healthy fats, vitamin D. I want to say one of the fats is a monounsaturated, kind of like olive oil even. So olive oil is supposed to be healthy to cook with, Mediterranean style, whatever. Who knew bacon could be healthy? Maybe. Hey, tell me if I'm wrong, or maybe in the comments put in here who probably shouldn't partake in bacon as a substitute for butter or for margarine, or what other things you like to use as a substitute for butter. I'm sure there's all sorts of things I've never heard of. Please share. Your comment will reach tens and tens of people, I'm sure. That's about how many my cooking episodes usually get. We've almost got this cooked down, and I'll probably end up breaking this up, we'll have bacon bits mixed in with whatever concoction we end up with, so it'll be good. Anytime you got bacon or bacon grease in it, especially if you got both, should be good. I need to get these boiling because all this rest of the stuff won't take that long. Oh, I take it back. I forgot one more ingredient that I was planning on using, and I'm going to hold to it. So originally I hadn't planned on using shells or any kind of pasta with this, but that was just a find that was left here. I was going to use potatoes, but at the grocery you had to buy a whole like 5-pound bag of potatoes. So I figured, you know what? Yam, sweet potato, whatever. I can't tell the difference. We're going to do sweet potato. Let's just run right down the middle. And I really wish I had a cutting board. I feel like I'm going to like break the plate. Bacon's done. Turn that heat way down here. And get another plate to put this on. Ooh, it started to burn a little at the end there. I had the temperature too high. I didn't think I did, but I actually like it like that. Of course, I like bacon almost anyway, as long as it ends up in my belly. All right, smoking a little on the bacon grease, so take that off heat. Come back over here to... They're like, those bananas look funny. No sizzle, we lost too much heat. Oh well. I don't really want to get splattered either. Get some water boiling for our shells. Guess I could start cutting up veggies. Definitely onions. I want those onions in there while we're cooking the meat. And I really don't need to cook this all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and take some onions. I'm not going to put all of them in there. I'm going to save some. Of course, I can always make more. I feel like that might be enough, though. And you know what? I don't mind if these are cut. Look how soft they're getting. Oh, yeah. We'll cut those right up. Oh, that's nice and easy. Cut them into like 1 inch-ish lengths. Thereabouts. Thereabouts. That's such a good word. Boils almost to a water. Also known as water is almost to a boil. That actually looks pretty good. Smells pretty good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my pork right on it like a bed. That way it doesn't cook it too fast. Ooh, that's going to be a tight fit. Perfect. Look at that. That's about right. Okay, let me wash my hands, throw that away. All right, our water's boiling. I don't know how many of these I actually want. Like that, right? Half a box. That's probably too many anyway. It'll soak up all the water. We'll try it. We'll try that. And I was thinking another way of serving this. We've got quesadilla shells, soft shells. I was thinking we could just chop everything up, put it in there with like a homemade sauce type thing. But I don't know. We can save those for something else. Now, if I had a cover for the skillet, or one that would fit, that fits. That'll speed up our cook time a little bit. Actually, not really cooking much. Some of these will, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Might need a little more heat. It's sizzling good in there though. It smells good. I mean, really the most important thing I think is when you crack the lid, when you're doing something you've never done before, just what's it smell like, you know? I can definitely, onions, I can definitely smell the sweet potatoes. And I don't have any seasonings in there at all. I mean, it's just bacon grease, pork, sweet potato, and onion. And it smells really pretty darn good. I'm gonna go ahead and put some garlic salt and some pepper in here while I'm cooking it. And then if we want more, we can add it later. Oh, I need my green pepper cut. I'm just gonna dice them. Make sure I rinse it off real good first. And again, I usually just stick my thumb in and grab that, and then I can trim it off later if I want, if I need them, on the noodles. And I'm gonna see if I can flip the pork and some of the stuff that was under it. Oh, for heaven's sake. It's almost like I'm not a cook. And for good measure, I think I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit more of that garlic salt and a little bit more of that pepper. What do they call that? El dente or something? Still just a little bit chewy on the inside. Perfect. It'll still cook down a little bit more. And it shouldn't overcook it though. I'll have to drain it so it doesn't just get soggy, I guess. Is that a thing? Noodles will just get soggy? Somebody told me that once. I'm like, really? Isn't that the point? That's what cooking them was all about. You cook them to make them soggy. Dare I add another ingredient? I wonder if tomatoes would go pretty good with it. Sometimes you can get overcomplicated though. It's like, no. Just a few ingredients is all you need. Less is more, did they say? I bet they'd be okay. You'd have to like fry them. I think you'd have to fry the tomatoes. Or go the other way and leave them almost raw. Like dice them and just like as a garnish. I don't know. What do you think? Should I put the tomatoes in? I don't think I'm gonna put the tomatoes in. Sometimes you do stuff like that just to add color. I'm going to be putting this stuff in. That's going to give it a lot of color. It's already got like the orange, kind of a faded orange from the sweet potatoes. So I kind of feel okay with where we are. Totally not eating bacon. Speaking of, let's drip boiling hot water on my bare foot. Yeah, that's a thing. Bacon bitch. Oh my heavens. Yeah. I just want to lick my hand now. I'm totally not licking my fingers. Nope. Now, we were talking about doing a sauce. I don't have sauce here. Unless you count baked beans as a sauce. And I know there are some people that would say, yes, pour a can of baked beans on there. It actually really sounds good. But I won't do that. If we wanted, we could have that as a side. And then you can mix it up on your own plate if you want. But mayo? So what I'm going to do, because I don't know, we're experimenting here. I'm gonna smell them together without burning my face. Yep. And I'm not gonna go crazy here, but I'm gonna put a little bit of mayo, like 3 or 4 knifeluls. Kind of smear that around a little bit. I guess if I had ranch, that would be interesting, right? I can smell it. You know, there is this pot, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna mix it together because there's not that many noodles. When you put it in there, it doesn't even barely covers the bottom. I mean, it does, but just barely. And I need to cut these up. These pork steaks are surely done. Problem with trying to chop it with this is they're springy. And I said earlier I didn't want to cut it in there. So I'll just pull it out onto this plate. We'll just grab them one at a time. I can probably go ahead and turn this heat way down. Make sure we're cooked in there. Oh yeah, that looks good. And I could just leave them in little strips, but I've got, small-ish kids, so I'll at least cut them down to somewhat manageable sizes for them. You know? I don't know if the kids will like it, but it smells good, so I'm going to just dump that in there. I want the juices out of there. And I could give these a little sizzle, before throwing them in there. Can you see that? Now you can see it. I'm going to mix that in. I'm thinking the mayo might have been a mistake. I haven't decided yet. But it doesn't smell bad. Now, have you ever had oh, what's it called? Beef stroganoff. Mustard and mayo. Mucho. So that's why I bought them together. Because in my experience, they go really well together. Especially for making sauces. So I'm going to squirt a little mustard in there. Let's see what that does. Oh! You get hit with that mustard smell. And it's not a lot of sauce. It's just enough to kind of coat everything. Oh yeah, like it. And what's this in the cabinet? A little steak sauce, steak seasoning. We'll do a little of that. Uh-huh. Now we're cooking. That smells really good. Ah, what the heck. There we go. We'll mix that right in. And dinner will be served. I have my cheese sitting there. I don't know. That's really good. Just the smell alone is it was iffy, and as soon as I added a little bit of mustard, the smells all mixed and became something like almost familiar. Yeah, just enough of a kick of spice to it. So I'm gonna. All the heaters are off here. Good. Oh, that was still on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on this, let all of the temperatures even out, rest, I guess. I'm going to go get the fam, and we're going to try this. So my kids just came in from the pool, and she says, why does it smell like this? I said, smell like what? And she says, why does it smell good? Rotisserie chicken. She thinks it smells like rotisserie chicken. Okay. I'll take that because rotisserie chicken is delicious. So I don't know I'm cleaning these off. We're just going to get them dirty again. We will just serve it with this, a ladle. Okay. There's one. There's two. And 3 plates for 3 little girls. There you go. All right, it's already salted and peppered, but if you want more, be very careful. It comes out pretty fast, all right? Oh, let me get you your forks. Somebody can use this one, what I cooked with. Smallest fork for the smallest girl. And here's your fork. All right, so the girls are all trying. And is the camera still going? I am gonna try it. Girls, are you gonna wait for me to try it first to make sure it's edible?
Yeah.
Oh, you already tried it? What's it taste like?
I tried the new one.
Oh my heavens. Try to get a little bit of everything. Mmm. Whoop. Haha. Good catch. Mmm.
It's like yakisoba.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Some parts of it, like the chicken.
That's really good. That is a success on something I've never made anything like it. Mmm. Okay. Yeah.
Is this sweet potato?
It is sweet potato. How do you like it in there?
Tried it, yeah.
It's good. It's all kind of mixed in. It's good. Try it with something else in your mouth too, not by itself.
I ate most of it.
Yep.
Where's the green potato?
The orange looking stuff is a sweet potato.
Try this?
Mm-hmm. What? I mean, is that it? No, it's onion. Right there's a sweet potato. Here, take it with some onion.
Where's my sweet
A little sweet potato. and a little noodle.
Ah, you got my sweet potato.
And chicken. Yeah, eat. So, just to prove I'm not faking, like there's actually nobody eating it. What do we think? She says, Okay, I'll take a from a little kid, right? Something new, trying it. I mean, they're eating it.
I like it.
The youngest one says she likes it. All right, I'll call that a win. I like it, and the girls are eating it. Thumbs up. Hey, y'all, if you can't be handy in the kitchen, are you really handy? And then it's funny because my oldest daughter here with me today, she says, that's kind of mean. All right. You can be handy, but not in the kitchen, and you're still handy. I'm only handy-ish doing anything. So if you think I'm trying to come off as a pro here or on the tractor or doing anything, I'm not. Just an average guy showing you that an average person can do some cool stuff and have some fun. Have a good one.